Hi, my name is Marc Branson. I'm the CEO of Protium Clean Energy Corp. Protium Clean Energy Corp is a company focused on developing and exploring for hydrogen assets in North America. Our primary asset is in Ontario, in a town called Furstbrook, in which we picked up this year and have continued to grow the land position. Explicitly today, even picked up some more land that we found some targets on from the use of our satellite surveys. The company has a unique strategy in which we're leveraging a technology, AI, and the use of satellite imaging to acquire targets for hydrogen prospective land. This strategy separates us from the rest of our peer group in the hydrogen space in that it allows us to build a vast land position of prospective hydrogen land in Canada. We have currently completed our first satellite imaging survey over town of Furstbrook, including the areas in Quebec of the QMIC recent hydrogen discovery. It's allowed us to fingerprint and sort out which areas are of interest and where to spend our money and our time. We've also recently engaged an Indigenous consultant for BC, in which we'd like to partner with Indigenous groups and key stakeholders to develop large land packages in BC to also utilize and deploy our AI satellite technology, in which we partnered with a group called Aster Funds, in specific, a gentleman by the name of John Ryder, an ex-Rio Tinto employee and an expert in the field. He has not only been an amazing consultant, he has just recently joined our team on the advisory board, and we're really thankful to have that expertise in that space. We're on the forefront of the technology in exploration in Canada, and it allows us to give an opportunity to investors to really grow quickly within the space, and in a space that's very new. You know, hydrogen exploration, especially in Canada and in the junior markets, is a new concept and a new topic, and it's a really, really exciting time. Most of the other projects that we all know of and come to love in exploration, such as gold and silver, there's usually a romantic story of how that project came to be. How long did the prospector hold it? What was the previous work? Where in hydrogen, it's a whole new field. Nobody's really explored for it. Nobody's really looked for it until the recent discovery by QMIC in Quebec, about 20 kilometers away from our Furstbrook property. There wasn't a lot of interest or activity. So this is the first time in a long time that in the mining industry, we have the ability to develop an entire new industry, and an industry that has the ability to dramatically transform how energy is used. Hydrogen at its core has the same energy density per kilogram as gasoline. It's potentially renewable, meaning that the sources of helium don't deplete over time. When you think of, I don't know, the Olympic flame or an eternal torch, those are generally hydrogen seeping through the ground that's being caught on fire. So in our case, using hydrogen and finding a hydrogen reservoir to then collect and distribute and move, it creates a last mile solution that was just not available in the energy mix previous, with zero environmental consequences. Of course, hydrogen has been around and being utilized in some applications, and the technology has been pushed quite far when you look at, you know, everybody knows Ballard and Fuel Cell and Toyota, and a lot of other companies are exploring whether it be EV propulsion or probably more important application that of airplanes. The technology is real and is prevalent. The problem was that when you take water and you crack it and you take hydrogen out of it, using energy, like in a gray or a green way, whether it either be fossil fuels utilizing energy to do so, or even green energy, it can be fairly expensive. So it was a little bit cost prohibitive. However, now when we start looking at natural hydrogen that you actually get from the ground, where Mother Nature has created the process of separating the hydrogen molecule from the oxygen, it's now cost competitive. So at that point, it's about 50 cents a kilogram, which roughly puts it on par with a liter of gasoline at the pump. So now you have a cost-effective, renewable source of energy that is clean from the start to the finish, involved with stakeholders and building communities. And again, an industry that just hasn't been explored. This is all new. The opportunities are there, and it's a really exciting time for our company and the other companies that are involved in the space. We're a proud CSE listed issuer. We've been trading for a year. Our ticker symbol is GRUV, that's GRUV, on the CSE. Please take a look. You'll note that we're a very active company, lots of volume, and again, a great opportunity for investors. The best place to start for information is of course the website. It's protium.ca. You can also reach out to us directly at investors@protium.ca. And you'll find my phone number, my personal phone number will be listed there, and I'm always there to pick up the phone and talk to anybody if they like.